James, I just wanted to get on with your lesson here. Big improvements, I mean, really starting to show some real promise to the motion. And as you can tell, the setup looks fine. You're getting the club at the top really online. And so we've got it in a good place there. From there down to the attacking line, a little bit steep with the shaft. Pretty good with the hands, but backing away from it, very flat-footed, so the club is traveling just a little left. So what we saw from the front view, just to kind of talk about that, was you're leaning a little bit too far to the right in the address position, moving a little bit behind there, and then getting back into a good striking position, head in the middle of the stance, but a bit flat-footed and a little bit behind where we'd really ideally like to see you. So big improvement. So general motion, really big improvement. I mean, you're seeing some good stuff going on. I think if we can get the club down into a line, it would be much better. So we started to talk about getting a little more motion from here into the left side. So a little bit more onto the shot. That brought the club a little more from the inside, which is of course desirable. From there, we started to work on a little drill here where we give you the idea that you would move forward, and I'll just put this on screen. And so you see when you're making this little move here that you're moving forward into the left side, but we need to get you a little bit up off that back foot. So that's a little late, but this is the right idea, just kind of pulling into the shot. And then when you go to hit, when you go to try to move through the shot a little bit, then we see how you do with this. And you do rather well. You get through the shot quite nicely onto the left side and started to hit the ball a little more from the inside by that little move forward. So after that, we were really talking a lot about how you would bring the club from here down into impact, and this is pretty good right here. I mean, the comparison of this versus, say, the first swing is really very good. So let me just show you that as a comparison. So you get up to the top here, and the top of the backswing looks about the same, but as you move down here, this club really comes down from the inside. So if I really kind of draw a line down here, and also the one on the right, which was the original swing, you'll see that the hands just come a little underneath that line, and this one they're coming a little outside, so you're having to kind of back away from it to hit it. This one here, however, the hands are on the inside, and you can see the club is coming from really a different place in this juncture of the swing. So the club is actually more from the inside, especially when it approaches the golf ball right here. So the strike here was the motion was very good. Also, you'll notice the club didn't wipe as quickly to the left on the one on the left-hand swing. It stays down the line longer, and the ball comes out on line. Now you hit this one a little heavy, but it certainly was the right idea. Beyond that, we started to work on how you would start down into the shot. So I'm going to use full screen here, and this is really when we started working more along the lines of getting off the back foot down through the shot. So we're looking at the lines here and how you would from here start to feel the club basically coming down from the inside and really working the shaft down onto this lower line. And this is the kind of angle that we'd love to see you hitting from. And I mean, it's very awkward to start with to try and get this going, but this type of motion, if you get this kind of attack on the ball, it would be incredible how you'd be able to compress it as strong as you are. So if you could get this going in this manner, this would be a huge help. So this drill here, this idea, is absolutely terrific. I mean, it's really the right sort of thing here. When you come down to this one, you really have got the attack coming in the right place. A little flat-footed as you hit it, but really same thing. Down the line, you can see how the club is really attacking from the inside. There's a couple of things that are going on here that are really quite interesting. One is when you come down into the attack, how you're able to actually maintain your spine angle, which will be this angle here, and then bring the club down into the attacking position from the inside. And you can see it's just bottoming out a little bit because you're a little flat-footed right here, and then it just hits a little heavy as you go up. You can see how the club tracks along that line or this arc here, and then the club head stays on there, and then when it comes up to this point, it's more or less parallel to this original line here. This, we'll call it line A, and you've got a match here. So this is actually very good. So this motion here is really the type of motion you should be making. So when I bring this along here and you take a look at what goes on with this attack, this is really how we should move at the golf ball. This was really an excellent move, but it's all coming from this little action here, this little drill that you were doing. Very, very good positions. So again, if you just watch this, this is quite remarkable. It really is. The only thing that's missing from it is a little bit of footwork, and we have that on another little drill. But this is really, really some very, very good positions right here. Not the easiest thing to do, but I think you can see that you are capable of doing this. So we have here is the final piece, and this one I'll just let run and explain what we were doing. We're trying to get you to get up off that foot, kind of holding the club here and trying to get up off this right side as you would bring it down. Now this one gets a little clumsy certainly, but as far as the attacking positions are concerned, really, really good. Really, really excellent. So when you see what happens here, you'll see the club coming down on a line to the golf ball, and you're up off this right side. Very good impact positions with the body. And so this is really what we're trying to do, is get you from the top of the swing off that right side down onto the golf ball. And this will give you the most amount of power. And of course you can see where the golf ball is going. It's going out to the right of the target, not pulling it left. Whereas that's what we're trying to do. So this is, again, an excellent motion. This is the type of thing that I'd love to see do. This movement here would be terrific. I mean, to have it there as you come down, that much leverage would be phenomenal. And you can see how much speed you actually have when you do this. I mean, just when you get back there and then you unwind into it, there's an awful lot of speed, even though it doesn't feel like it. So, James, great stuff today. Very, very good. I mean, this is really the type of positions that I am after, trying to see you getting that club coming down more from the inside, more on plane, and giving it a good amount of power when you hit it. So, very good positions here, working well through the shot. So, as you can see, right side down to the target as well. A little off balance when you finish because it's just a new move. I look forward to seeing you soon.